Hey everyone, it's Amy and I have been tagged. Thanks a lot, Bridget. No, really, actually, I'm glad that you tagged me. And I have my coffee here because I did this whole video last night and it ended up way too long. So I'm drinking my coffee. This is my second cup, so hopefully this will get me going quicker. So let's move on. I've got so many favorites for 2011. I'm hoping that everything is from 2011 because a few things might be earlier, but let's get moving. My favorite things is actually the company, My Favorite Things, and I loved their rolled flower dies that I've used. This is the curly rolled rose, I guess. I'm not sure what the name of it is. And then the straight rolled flower. And I store them on these Stampers Best cards in the envelope. That's my storage system for right now. And I use the MFT felt for these. So I have gotten some, you can see the flowers that I have cut out. It takes a while and a little bit of practice to use, especially that little rolled rose. But I'll show you my felt. I really love the My Favorite Things felt because it's a nice weight and it's not too thick. It's easy to roll. This is the green. And it's not that scratchy polyester. It's a nice soft, nice soft felt. So I've got these 4 colors, and I'll show you some of the roses that I do have. I store them in this little jar. This happens to be one of the smallest ones, and one of the most challenging for me, but it's got a little pearl in the center. So I really loved making these this past year, and these are great for cards I put on with the Pure Innocence stamps. I don't happen to have one nearby because I think I've given them away. So that's one of my favorites. I don't really have them in any order. I Am Roses. Oh my gosh. One of my all-time favorites are the S10s, and I have a variety pack here. And I have the pinks, two-tone, and the baby blue. But I think my all-time favorite is the off-white. So those are one of my favorite. And of course, the other I Am Roses favorite is the Cherry Blossoms. And I do have other colors of that, but I really like the white, so I can color them up, spray them as I want. And another favorite, now these are bigger than the mini ones, but I just look at these and I'm like, I've got to make something with these. I just love this size. And they're just so shabby chic. So those are my I Am Roses favorites. I went through Melissa Francis was a favorite this past year. I don't have her 12 by 12 pad, but this is the Fifth Avenue, and I loved her soft colors and the shabby chic style of hers. The lighting is not very good here, but I loved her colors. I collected some of her resin embellishments. I love these long ones on the side, on the spine of a mini album. So these are her resin embellishments. And there's the bird cage. And then these little mini keyholes and frames. And I have the oval frames also. So those are great for the cover of a mini. So Melissa Francis. Now, kind of attached to Melissa Francis is the Joe Bling paper drama. Some of these are from Melissa Francis, but the majority of these are from Saw Crafters. I believe. So anyway, this, no, either Saw Crafters or Carla 001. Sorry I don't have my references correct, but I just love these big blings. Look at this is screaming Valentine's Day to me right now, and this is going to have to be dangling off of a project very soon. I also have the clear crystal ones, and I just love them in this dish. I just have to touch them. So that will be on a project very, very shortly. From Saw Crafters, I have this beautiful 9-road flower trim, and if you can see my hand, it's quite big. But I love this in white because I use it to make butterflies, and you can also cut into strips or use the individual flowers, which I've also done that for cards. But I do make them for use them for my butterflies, which are here, and I have a couple packages here to show. And in the center of the butterflies for the body leads me into one of my next favorites, which is my Bling from Carla 001. And this is not the black bling, this is just the silver, but it comes in this bag, and it's just the small bling, and I find a lot of uses for that. So that's the Bling. And I went through, or I still love the sewing theme. I do have one of my favorite stamp sets from this past year is from Clear Stamps. I believe, oh, it's from Crafty Secrets. And let me move this from the, I don't know whether this is Material Girl or So Sweet. I'm not sure. Forgot the name, but it's on Crafty Secrets, and it's just got some really nice images. I use this pin cushion, and I actually put little mini pins that came with my seam binding. Actually put little mini pins in the pin cushion on a card, and I don't have it to show because I did send it away, but love this dress form. So the sewing theme to go along with that, love these little spools. I think I got these from, not Scrapbook, but, oh, the site where you have to buy at least 3 to get the sale. I'm not sure what it is right now. The Kaiser Craft wooden flourishes in the dress forms. The Meyer Road chipboard pieces in the sewing theme. These are called Still So Cute. And then I got these hangers. Now I use these to hang tag, like one of the really big tags from, or a 6x6 scrapbook page, because this is a pretty big hanger. And then I also have the mini hangers, which is great for little tags, or even on a layout. So I'll think of that site once I get into some other objects here. But so the sewing theme was very popular. Oh my gosh. Baker's twine. Okay, believe it or not, I got this twine probably before the Baker's twine rage was happening, and I got this from a baker's, actually a baking supply store online, and I was actually doing some baking at the time. But this is the red and white, the classic red and white, and you can see from my hand this is huge.